Greetings. Thank you for joining us. We do go into the Q&A, our messages and into the Q&A. Of course, Halloween is right around the corner, but I think we have enough scary things going on, so we'll just go into a different direction on that. So, all right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Archangel Raphael. Lessons to you all. Yes, there is a strong Arcturian energy coming into the Earth as you go into this new shift, as they're very much involved with their early creation process. So they are helping you on your way to a new reality. And you're seeing the old reality fall apart, like a tall building starts to decay and eventually disappear. So you see ruins in your past. Probably a better example of that, you see ruins of society, at least the old thought patterns that used to work are no longer working. So you're going into a new upgrade, but it's never easy, quick to build anything. So the slower, the better. Of course, many have difficulties with that, but that is where your own healing comes in. So yes, your next week, yes, or this week for that matter, that you're going into your next is, yes, like a tidal wave for some people. But for others that knew it was all coming and you know what's up ahead. So we'll just send energies to you on your journeys. And yes, many eyes will be open in your next couple of years more than ever before. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Elohim. Yes, your transition is, yes, like changing genders, you can say, but your Earth is changing its gender of old energies into a new, cleaner environment. And that how it works is through you. You are the engine of this planet. And yes, you might have your bumps in the road, of course, but you're still here. I mean, you're all like, you say, your light bulbs, keeping the world going, keeping it lit up, while others want to take out your light. As you know, some in your lives are to test yourselves. Do I want to continue being this energy? Do I want to continue to be me? So everyone's always tested, of course, especially in this environment. But this is when you shine the most, your brightest, as many of you know. And you can feel it, and it's going to get stronger with you, as you know. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Venetians. We are Venus beings. You can call me Alexander. As we'll go into more details of our society in your future, But for now, yes, you are a generation of us. We are not always, yes, we are very similar to you, our society, a one that is kind of selfish, but also wishing to learn new things. We did not have the controls that are on your planet as you did, but we had similar stipulations. Yours took it to a whole new level. So Mars and Venus, yes, used to interconnect, talk to each other, intermingle until Venus was no longer in existence. And you can say Mars got lonely and then became more destructive. So, but everyone is here now, and we are also here to answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Blessings. Greetings. Up first, I believe we have Daria.
Well, thank you, Venusians, Elohims, Raphael. Any messages that could be nice for me to hear? It's a forecast.
Well, I don't know if this is a forecast. Well, we see that you stop time travelers in your astral. You do kind of spy on them from what we see. Those that are trying to change realities here. So yes, your knowledge of timelines is what you can remember, but basically there's a lot of beings here trying to move things around, as you know.
Yeah, so, time travelers and war lords, basically.
Yes. And some of them take the form of the Zeta when they're not really Zetas. So as for your future timeline, well, much of your future timeline, you keep it cloaked for many reasons, of course. Obviously in Astral you see it more clearly, but that's why things have been changing in your future, because you have more control over it than you might realize. You might not always like the results of it, but you have more, at least in the social life situation, isn't always the most exciting. But
I don't know what to say. Somebody stood in the line and breathed at me in this corona time, and I said to myself, that was the closest to sexual I have been in a long time.
There you go.
Social life, no, not that interesting.
Maybe in the next life.
Yeah, it's COVID life.
Well, you have a teacher energy around you that you're going to be utilizing in your future. So that's why you're here, of course.
Yeah. Cool, thank you. And some other messages that could be of fun from the Venusians.
Well, I do see you turning reptilians into dolphins. Those that really hate dolphins. And sometimes turn a reptilian into a cockroach. I see that's maybe your more popular one. Definitely an astral. Some of those reptilians become some really big spiders. They kind of get used to it.
So changing them in astral means that I have control of some kind of program that they are under, it means.
Well, it's a reflection of themselves. Just like in the Greek times when they turned all the soldiers into pigs. Same type of thing.
I've heard that one before, so I have to dig it somewhere.
Only difference is you have choices. You can turn into a cockroach or spider or dolphin, whatever it might be. Or pig. Yeah, they don't like pigs too much.
Cool. Thank you, and have a cool channeling with this group.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Up next, we have Dragon, I believe.
Hello.
Yes, please.
So my first question is, there were phosphine signals detected in the light spectrum of Venus recently. Well, actually, it's not recent. I think someone just noticed it finally. I think the data is pretty old, actually, like maybe years old. And that tends to signal that there's life. Well, it could mean other things, but they haven't found an alternative explanation yet that it pans out so far. So there could be a little bacteria floating around in the clouds or something, but nobody knows yet what's going on. I'm a big proponent of panspermia, and I feel like you probably could. Yeah, when the universe was really young and everything was really close together, in that reality where things started small, then things could have jumped from galaxy to galaxy pretty easily, even. So I mean, the DNA blueprint just spread really fast, and bacteria is everywhere, and that. But can you talk about their finding and what it means for Venus and everything?
Well, I believe they found that back in 1970s, 72 from what we're seeing. So this is old news. So, of course, it goes up the rankings, or the public rankings, to be made known. So, I mean, they found many things. They didn't know what it was exactly. And it took them a very long time on the public scientific world to make it known. On the public, well, this is their version of self-disclosure. Obviously, they're keeping a lot back still, of course. Yes, there has been manned missions there. A lot of them did not survive. It's another reason why they don't make these things public. That I'm going to tell you about. They lost a few astronauts because they signed waivers and keep everything top secret. But of course, many have survived too. They do have a base there also, or bases, but we'll just say base. It's a stun. Well, they can't really handle the weather, but they do. They are still keeping an eye on. They're still outside the planet. Who's going to know? Even if someone did leak it out, nobody would believe it. So, but yes, it's very much real. Of course, we were, like I said, very similar to the human that you are today. Blessings.
Thank you. Yeah, Venus is probably a safer place to colonize than Mars, but it's not easy still. You have we're surface dwellers and we're used to that, and it takes a totally different way of thinking to create a floating civilization, which is all we could probably do at our energy level on Venus. So I don't know why they're so biased against it, because Venus actually has oxygen at certain levels and stuff like that, and the right atmosphere, and all we have to do is protect ourselves from the sulfuric acid in the atmosphere, which isn't even that strong at that part. Anyway, so I guess my second question is, it seems that we've had total disruption this year.
Yes.
Everything just ground to a halt and everything. But I think people are still very much in the program.
Of course.
They haven't given it up yet. They're fighting it, and I feel like I don't know what else could be thrown at us. Like, I'm sure like there's creative things that'll come next year, but I feel like next year is going to be like another of the same kind of thing, at least part of the year. And I was wondering, like, is next year really gonna be like a shedding of the program more than this year? And are there any predictions that have I don't want to say are gonna happen, but that have a decent possibility of happening, that are major events? And I think, since you're Venus and you guys are closely connected to us, you're probably the good ones to ask.
Well, there is a change of government that is most likely going to occur. That will be, of course, silent at first and then make itself more public. Of changing a lot of rules that are going on in their planet. I say planet, not country. So expect. Yes, it's not something that's going to happen fast, but there is much already on planned actually. Now, if they're all successful is another story. But basically, not to have one party government yet. They're not quite ready for that. But a better monetary system, not necessarily going to go to crypto just yet, but that'll be more researched, but not just yet. We just see more of a smoother transition than what you've had in the past. That's all we can see at this moment.
Thank you.
Questions?
All right, up next, let's call.
Well, hello.
Yes, greetings.
Who is this, may I ask?
This is Venus.
Venus, okay. All right. My first question is, I met someone online to sell herbs to, and she wants to meet her, and she wants me to meet her at her house, at her mother's house, on the 1st of November, and I want to know if this will go well for me and if I can like fully trust them.
Well, you have to trust yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, you feel it'd be fine.
Okay. Like basically, they're not planning anything funny. That's basically my question.
Well, your mind is playing tricks with you, from what we see.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Paranoia. That's something you're going to have to heal eventually, is paranoia.
Yeah, this is like I absolutely have no one that I sell to, so every now and then it's like, like it's always
Worst case scenario. Yes, you understand.
Yeah, so like for sure, like the more I do it, like I know like it'll just shit away, but
Yes.
that's how it is in the beginning. But that's great to know. Thank you.
Yes.
My second question, I asked a few months ago if I would remain living where I am and have my job back this coming spring. They said there was a chance I would have to look for a new place, but that nothing is certain. Like I asked Ivan, and the channels said that. And I want to know where you see things now in keeping my home and like job next year.
Well, I don't believe much has changed. So you just have to wait and see. So as you keep asking the same question, you can also, yes, you're going to get the same answer from what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. So basically, just wait it out until spring. Do you think? Like in
Yes, just wait it out. Anything can change between now and then, of course.
So you're saying that like till spring, like you're basically not gonna be able to answer, huh? It's just all up in the air kind of thing.
Yes, everything's up in the air at this time.
Oh, very interesting. Okay, I thought that like maybe by November there might be like a clear answer, but that's interesting to know.
No. It doesn't look like anything has changed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, up next is IC.
Good evening, blessings, Alexander.
Yes, blessings.
My first question is about my personal life. For like a year, I've been separated from my previous partner, and I've been trying to move on and hoping for him to do the same, but it feels like he's still holding on, and I just want to heal myself, and I want him to heal, but it's like he's still living in the past, and I would like to help him, and it's been overwhelming for me. It affected me more than I thought lately, like recently, and just maybe some advice in that regard.
Yes, he has a lot of reptilian energies. Basically, he wants you to be his queen, as you can see. So, a king that's manufactured himself as a king wants you as his queen, and that's all there is. And you think what he wants you to think too, as you know. So that comes from a military background that he does not remember. Now, I believe he was a prince at one time, but he didn't do anything.
But he is Assyrian, so it's from that line.
He's fought in wars, but he's also been a prince that does absolutely nothing but control people. So I feel you're seeing a lot of that in your life. So you have been under his control in the past.
In past life. Wow.
Yeah. But you got your power back, as you can see. But he's trying to drain it away from you. like a vampire.
It's very intense. It's just so sad also to see him like making plans. I don't know what to say to him, and I just live your life, you know.
He doesn't know how. He's used to getting what he wants, as you can see.
And he's not evil person. He's confused.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's,
So I don't know what to do.
all you can say, well, yes, he's kind of holding on to your energy, as you can see. So
It's like like he doesn't even understand a lockdown. He's like, no, because the airport's gonna open soon, and I'm gonna send you a ticket. What the hell? We broke up a year ago. This is really serious stuff. Like,
yeah, that's
he needs
possessive.
help.
Well, he doesn't think so. Yes, you all good luck on getting that help. He's not willing to do so. He doesn't think anything's wrong with him. So the solution is, part of us say ignore him, but part of you doesn't want to do that. So you kind of have to fight with him for a while, or just ignore him and then talk to him, ignore him and talk to him.
So sad. Yeah, exactly.
Up to
Sometimes
you.
I just don't talk at all.
Yeah, it's in your hands. He will pull back eventually. It might be 4 or 5 years.
It's very sad.
He'll get tired eventually, though. Probably before that.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a mental illness there, actually.
Well, okay.
That's a narcissistic side, yes, of course.
I understand. Okay. I'll deal with it. Okay, thanks. Another thing I wanted to ask. Okay, I've been like concerned lately about other subject. This whole I don't want to say China manipulation, but the infiltration. I've been a little bit scared in regards to accounts and assets from random people. Like this thing is not gonna affect only like the powerful people. I feel like people are vulnerable for a cyber attack or something, and I mean, maybe I'm paranoid. I just wanted to know your insight.
Well, you're connecting those timelines, so there's always a possibility of that. We don't believe that's going to happen in your coming years, but yes, there's many possibilities. So yeah, as you do your digging, yeah, you're feeling it, but it's been a threat for many years though. This is or last 10 years or longer than that.
I mean,
so
we'll have to talk about it. Like, it could happen. I just wish.
Well,
that
yes,
time
but
disappear.
you can also just let it be. You don't believe it will occur. So
okay,
it's just that you're seeing the fears of others, and it is justified, but it doesn't mean that you have to make that your problem.
yeah, it's just a relative of mine. He's afraid of having lost some money and like a hack. I think nothing happened. I think it's just a mistake, but. It kind of made me think, oh, what if that happens, like to Social Security and everything? Could they do something like that?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, but you're connecting also the apocalyptic timelines too. Which
oh,
is
God.
much good.
I wish I could just block that, but I just saw that, like, it's not just the politicians. Like, they could go after that stuff.
Yeah, you might want to clear out that energy, because it seems like you open up every kind of doomsday scenario you can get your hands on right now.
It's because of the Satas. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, blame them.
Yeah, I have to blame some.
Well, they're not helping, but that's not the main cause.
Yeah, I have to deal with that too. Okay, thank you, Alexander.
Yeah.
Blessings.
All right. Up next, we have Steven.
Just så djurskåra stånd teorkia stort chan på.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. How you doing, Venusians?
Doing well.
Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Definitely, y'all are here. So I would love. I believe my higher self exists on Venus, and I believe they have a farm and stuff, farmland, and they have a deep connection with Venus. So I would love if you can expand all my connections and my connection to my higher self and what they're doing here lately, or the history. I would just love it. Thank you so much.
Well, yes, you have energies on Venus, but I believe it's still on Mars. I mean, yeah, there's a part of you that is in Venus to unravel a lot of energies there to Earth, basically part of Venus, what do you call it, contactees or contact beings that are assisting your planet. You're very connected to that. There is a secret space program on Venus that you are connected to. That's not making itself. It's in higher dimensions, of course. It's not going to make itself known. Basically, protecting Venus. It doesn't get any more into a situation that's already in. I believe you're there to keep it at the level it is at. What it needs to be at naturally is what I see. That's where your energies are right now. Yes, there's a farm energy, but there's also a mothership or several motherships around it at this time. Keeping Venus in order.
Sweet, awesome. And second question is just I'll leave it open. So any energies that are strong.
I believe he broke. Is he still there? Oh, yes. One moment. Well, it does seem like he's healing a lot of Men in Black energies at this time. He does appear. You do appear as one, healing their vibrations much. I see as Agent P sometimes. I see a P. I don't know what the P is about, but they just say and then OP. So yeah, this agent. It's just like one comes out of nowhere where it gets them under their skin sometimes and gets them to maybe not be so hard on humans, because some of them are. So I think you kind of zone in there to assist, but then you zone, meaning that there's an Agent P that you kind of connect with, talk to the Men in Black, like channel through P to them, and then you pull out, then you disappear. So there's a lot of that going on. Yes, of course, your next week, a lot of energy protections from your group as assisting. Also, there is a lot of Zeta energies. I believe you're healing their energies so they don't interfere too much with technologies, because some of them like to do that just for kicks. So, blessings.
Blessings, thank you.
All right, up next we have Marvin's questions. His first question is, last night in my dream, I seem to be having a night terror, but I do not remember anything what happens. Can you explain what I'm encountering, and is there a message?
Well, I believe it all has to do with the election and changes the energies of the Earth. He's reptilian, draconian. There's a lot of insectoid beings around it too. I believe it's they're preparing you for something. Yes, there might be night terrors are also preparing you for future events. So it might be just kind of like a military type of drill, you could say. So,
okay.
That's all we ask.
His next question is, what does this Zeta storm have to do with me? And is there advice to give me to help me on my abilities? And will I be able to access the DNA that's been locked away and the IoT knowledge?
The way the storm, does that mean the Zeta storm?
Yeah, the Zeta storm have to do with.
We believe his energies will peak, or at least feel more peaked in his next year, around his December time. I believe, it's going to be a lot of shutdown of his intuition, because they don't want him to see too much that's going on, but he can still peek around. He can still open his energy as much as possible to clear out blockages as he feels. But it does feel like he's getting more of it is a galactic self. We do see him in like a jumpsuit as a Palladian on a ship. So he is he's just giving them a lot of advice, and there's more to it than that. He's a grandfather to many of those Palladians too, from what we're seeing. So an elder. So there's a bunch of young ones on that one. Young ones being like 20s. Something like that. Blessings.
Blessings. All right. Next up, we have Kevin.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I was connecting with the French 18th century, like royalty. I believe you're connected with that. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Any messages you can say? Any messages for me?
On that subject, or just anything?
Yeah, and just interested on that subject area because I was thinking about that earlier, and seems that there's a connection here of some kind.
Well, yes, there's a lot that was covered up during that time period.
Yeah.
That you're
Louis
aware of
XIV.
that you're aware of it in higher dimensions. As there are a lot of alien walk-ins that came and made a lot of changes that most humans will not know because a lot of it was under closed doors. It's like your modern governments get taken over all the time. Basically, you can say it was kind of like a change of regime of what we're seeing. That you're a part of what we're picking up on. I mean, that, yeah, you're definitely involved in some form or another. Not saying exactly how, but you're part of the orchestration of it from what we're seeing. That's all we can see there. Is there another question? Or
Okay, that's it. Okay, then we have Lottie next.
Oh, greetings.
yes, greetings.
I just leave it open for my first question. If there's any messages from Venus.
Well, it seems like there's summer solstice energies that you're still working on. I believe you're going into a different era or time frame, but the summer solstice energies seem to assist with Earth's transformation. You're going more into the Earth's core from what we see, and there's a lot of Mother Earth energies connecting to you of how she does things, actually, of how she helps things grow, is what she says. So you're part of the growth process, too. Of course, many are, but some of you are more involved. I believe you're much involved.
Very interesting. I'm gonna have to go and look back on because I participated in a summer solstice meditation and I submitted an intention, so maybe there might be a clue in that. All right, very cool. For my second question, I don't have anything that maybe anything that spirit would like me to know.
Well, it's something that's similar that you heard in the past. We see in your energy that you send out in the universe, like you're like a version of you is out in the universe sending energy to this earth, saying like stop the war is what we keep saying with you.
Right.
Sorry.
So I get a feeling like there's
My phone
the
shut
role
off.
of playing
Someone
is
really doesn't want me to do this.
hello.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Yeah. I found out that well, I guess you can. I got somebody here, so I guess if I could ask my question, come back to me later.
You want to go back?
No, you can go. I'll go at the end. My phone shut off. They really don't want me connecting with this.
Yes, continue.
You want me to go?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah, my phone just shut off. But I was connections with whatever you were continuing with the like late 1600s French royalty.
Yes, you're a part of the energy. Yes, you're involved with it. The event that occurred that you're connected to. Yes. From what we see.
Do you have any other messages about anything I should know?
Well, there is kind of like black magic beings that are causing you difficult, like your connection problems that you just had in higher astral. They're not exactly. It seems like you find loopholes in timelines where you can bring information through for you to have. You find like loopholes in contracts that they create for you to get information, and then sometimes I wonder how you even got it.
Yeah,
So
there's definitely some higher dimensional beings that are like, what? How the hell is he doing this?
yeah, they still have no idea. Their minds connect to it, but they don't see it.
No, yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm doing, but it's all fine. But where
you're testing them in the higher dimensions, but they thought they had this all figured out. You can even hijack a timeline too. You've actually done that a couple of times in this life.
Yeah. I'm going through a lot of like past lives. I'm picking up more stuff, and it's all making sense to me. But there's also alternate realities. Like I don't have to just have this one.
Yes, exactly.
Life, right? Because there's some some past life stuff that I'm looking at. It's like, okay, I don't really want to connect with that. Like, I'm not going to say which one it was, but it's some stuff that I don't necessarily have to connect fully to.
Yes, the multiple lifetimes is easier to connect to when you're just connected to one. The parallel Earths are easier because it puts all the pieces together. So, especially when timeline on this world is not exactly the clearest for obvious reasons. Because some beings don't want anything to be known.
No, I see on Venus you also have some flying beings there as well.
Yes, of course. Yes.
That's very interesting. You have like I see lots of scenery.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very active. It is very advanced. Also, primitive to some beings that find it primitive, but we're not fully understood as some beings might feel like we are.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's good for now. Thank you.
Okay, we have Bobby's second question.
Sorry about that. I was interrupted. Yeah, I was going to ask a question, but I didn't know how the optics were going to look like with, the person in the room because I'm still working on my relationship and bringing them around. It's a bit of an unusual question. Finding out that I was Father Earth of another planet. Mm-hmm. And I was looking to see if that's the energy that's helping, send that peace vibration here to this Earth, working in as like an energy exchange between planets.
Yes, you see also working with the moon. As the moon has a lot of secrets connected to it, a lot of even trapped souls are connected to it at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Souls that don't want to be there, but that keeps the Earth at a low vibration. So yes, as you're become more aware of yourself, you might see yourself as a moon being, actually. Mm. What that looks like is however you would want to see it as, but one that you connect to the center of the moon is what we've seen.
Mm.
And yes.
Well, there's theories about the center of the moon being hollow is like a mechanism inside of it.
Yes and no. Yes and no. There are actually beings living underground there.
Right.
So within it, so it's just that your energy is more of a spiritual energy. You can say, obviously, it's a free will situation. Say you're allowing it to occur. What's happening there? You don't want to interfere with free will, but you do say some of their time is up. Is what we see there. Those that are manipulating its energy.
Right.
So it's like as long as you don't interfere with what they're doing, you get to see what they're up to. The more you interfere with it, you can't see it.
It's like a prime creator directive.
Yeah.
You got to respect the free will.
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha. Right. All right. Well, thank you for that. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Up next is Tristan.
Hey, greetings, Alexander.
Greetings.
Very nice to talk to you.
Yes.
Halloween is a very important date for connections. And do you have any advice for us on how to make the most out of Halloween?
Well, there are, yes, hidden energies that made a holiday of. It's for them. It's for the hidden elites. It's not like celebration of their control over the planet. So it's like their Christmas.
Their Christmas, yeah.
Depending on how you look at it. So we believe humans will eventually release these holidays, all of them, because they all have a ritualistic mind control that you no longer need. But of course has a monetary connection to it, which eventually find its way out. Of course, your Christmas isn't going to be the same Christmas as it used to be for many, but it doesn't have to be a tradition. But eventually the dates, those holidays will be released. Halloween is, yes, you're elite holiday for the elites, basically.
And all we get is pumpkin spice out of it.
You get to wear funny costumes, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's fun. They want to keep you busy out of their way. So, and some humans do the same rituals they do. That's something you might know of.
Right. Okay.
Yes, Yes, we're not going to go into that, but I believe you understand.
Okay.
Maybe not to the T, but they do seance. People do seances on those. We don't recommend that, but that's okay. It's their business.
Yeah. Well, lots of people do meditation, so that's yeah. The others, you said, okay, just help me understand how Venus, you said Venus, from our point of view, is this toxic wasteland, but you are living there currently, is that right? Or I know time is not a constant, but could you explain that, what your planet is like from your point of view?
Yes, it is more alive than what is seen. Of course, at the fourth dimension, of course, there's different dimensions. There's all kinds of different beings there on the moon, on the sun. It's not, yeah, some people might connect to one version of it, but there's many others.
Okay.
As basically, we are observing your world, protecting your world. It is a society not exactly similar to yours, but it is one that is well educated on how your world operates. So to say aliens don't know how your world operates, I think again many of us have been in your shoes. So like aliens from like Pleiadians or Sirius can come to us and ask us, because a lot of knowledge has been lost. As you know, as a Venetian, we've come close to what humans are on your world, even Mars too, in their own way. But if aliens want to solve a problem, we can help, because there's a generation of Pleiadians and Sirians that do get old, die off, and some knowledge does die with them. They don't have all the answers. So, but us as so close to the Earth's energy, we can usually figure something out together.
Okay.
So
you're like our good neighbors that kind of explain our weird habits.
Something like that. There's some that aren't good neighbors too, but yes, we are. There's a little bit of everything. Yeah. Some Venetians want to just leave your world and just let it. Everybody just leave it alone and let it do its thing and just.
Too much trouble.
Yes, there's a lot going on there.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That's
blessings.
Okay, up next we have Liz Starwalker.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So, do we have any connection with you?
Yes, not publicly, but yes. It is normally not spoken about. I mean, it does in some of the galactic groups, it is mentioned, yes. But not something that is widely known. Yes. Of course, we had incarnations within Venus also, but I believe some of them are kind of keeping quiet. And they're not saying why, but that's none of my business.
Yeah, well, I do have some memories from being Venusian.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. A lot of knowledge in Venus was, you say, secure or hidden for various reasons. To protect Earth.
Positive or negative?
Positive, both.
Both.
It just it's like too many answers are in Venus to solve Earth's problems. But Earth had to figure itself out. Like, you did this to yourself, so you gotta dig yourself out.
So not to influence.
Exactly. Like, we already have our problems. We can help you, but like I said, you heard already. But are you going to learn anything? Probably not. Yeah, it's just your world could have been transformed a long time ago, but we're not getting involved with that, and nobody is.
Yeah.
So, you say the Zetas tribe.
Well, I know, but there are a lot of negative influences, and that's why encounters always resistance, because instead of going on one way, it goes, it goes nowhere, because one side does resistance, or the other side does resistance. So we just got nowhere. I mean, you're hoping to.
Well, we have assistance, but we're careful with it.
Yes. Any messages for me from you?
I see that you have like you put in Earth's past like tattoos on the planet, like on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They have the
Like the Nazca line?
yes, I don't have a name for it. But yes. It is you've had something similar to that. I'm not saying where. But that's well, would you connect the Nazca lines on your own? If that's you. Could be. But we see you putting well, some of it is crop circles. But some of these designs were never, I don't believe all of them have been found, actually. And it's not in the Nazca Lines area.
Yes.
A lot of them have trees or grass around it. Some of it's in the Amazon. So it's just something that, yeah, it's like the energy I'm receiving, we will be back, is what it was. Like you're assisting humanity and you had to leave and let humans do their thing. So I believe a lot of energies are around South America. I believe there's other places, but one of them is South America.
Yeah, the Amazon forest is still, not very known
Yes.
territory.
It's all covered up still. Even if it wasn't covered up, they're not putting knowledge out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Unless you're high ranking.
As has everything else here, right?
Yes, there's much more knowledge of the Mayans all through the Amazon forest that's not being made public.
Mm-hmm.
So more connection to alien life, even ships, maybe not ship itself, but knowledge that are connected to extraterrestrial energies, but they're not making that public. So.
Well, there are big ships being sighted now in an area more towards the central of Brazil, where the Amazon forest starts. The southern part of the Amazon forest. So huge ships, but it's in the hands of Americans now too. So.
Well, I also believe you have family in your South America. I believe somewhere.
I do. Yes.
Yes, so that's another coincidence there. Yeah. It's just that you're part of, you're part of that, of the world of the human being developed. How to wash their hands, how to comb their hair, things like that. In primitive times, yeah. Of course, there's more how to build things, etc.
Yeah. I grew up there in a very small city, and I had contact there when I was very little.
Exactly. Well, yes, because that's your land. Yes.
Wow.
You're easy to find.
Yeah, I haven't been back there for 50 years, I guess.
But yeah, that's your homeland, from what we see. There's other places, but with South America is the strongest.
I see. So. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, up next is Christy Candle.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
And so I wanted to ask about the mass abduction that went on the night before last with the dragons.
Okay.
So my dream, I had a dream of it actually, and then woke up and I knew that it wasn't a dream. That I was sitting on a rooftop, like toward the Empire State Building, and saw 3 jets come really close, and they maneuvered really fast, too fast to be like an actual jet. And then I was like, my mind was like, what in the world? And I didn't know what to think then. And then I saw a reptilian come out of a portal, and I heard that it was one of the girls that I was with there, her aunt, and it was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and then all of a sudden we was on the ship that looked like a cruise ship, and all the people were kind of running around, but I was calm and observing. felt like I was there to help people feel calm. And then I went to like the kid area, and the kid was like, a whole bunch of people already there, and the kid was like, when are we gonna get to go home? You know, like they've been there all day, and I could see that they was also doing like the DNA, taking DNA, and also upgrading DNA. So I was kind of wondering like more about like which reptilian group, because I seen that they would fly in and drop people off and then leave and take them home, and it was like an ongoing operation.
Well, yeah, Draconia is connected to Mars, but also connected to their home planet. So yeah, they're taking energy. Soldiers for themselves, actually, those to be under their control. So they abduct people here, and either through human trafficking, but also they can own that soul, be in their armies, in the reptilian armies. So they can be like in a zombie state. That's why a lot of this is happening. Of course, they use them for other things too. It's almost like they feast on humans, but feast on their energies. Of course.
I wondered why I wasn't affected by that.
You're not part. Well, I believe they didn't even know that you were there, from what I can see. I feel like you're just there observing. What I can figure. You weren't not going to get too involved with that. It's not time yet.
I see. Maybe just making a note of it for something else.
There's nothing you can do. If you interfered, I think it just makes things worse.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't.
Especially this time.
Yeah, because there was big dragons like flying off and everything like that too. I just was wondering why. So I thought it was a positive experience and not anything negative, because I didn't feel it. So that's why, because in the past I'd wake up feeling drained or something. So yeah.
Well, there are energies that you're connected to that are of a positive, yes, but there's also another side that's going on.
Of that. Okay. No, that makes sense, because I didn't know. Because they was dark gray dragons, So, and then they made it appeared that, because the one that that I saw appeared to be like nice, in a Hawaiian shirt. So maybe it was an illusion for me to.
Yes. It was very strange, though. Those kind of things should not be happening.
Yeah. I shouldn't be on top of the Empire State Building.
Well, they're cloaking their energy. They're cloaking what they're doing. Okay, there's nothing to see. Just move on.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So I just wondered then, what else have I been doing in Astral?
There is a lot of presidential energies that you're working on at this time. Also, the future Earth. Future Earth, there is no president on this planet. More of a council. Feel like you're working on the future councils of this Earth. And connecting this council with other worlds for it to be more peaceful. So what you observed in your first question is just one of the many places that you observed that's going on this planet, that you're here to heal, help evolve. It's going to take some time, of course. But we feel you are part of the future Earth.
Can I tell you what just came to mind when you said that about the council? That one lifetime I was Lyran, and my ship of hybrid children got attacked by reptilians. So then I remember seeing that council, talking to a council.
Yes.
So I wondered if that kind of did a full circle, kind of felt like that.
Yes, I believe so. Yes, you are correct. Everything's progress. Progress isn't easy.
All learning the steps, huh?
Yes, right. Yes.
Cool. All right.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, up next we have Andrew.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Thanks for being here tonight. I had a couple questions. I've been remembering more of my dreams lately, and I just wanted to know what I was doing in the astral, because I feel like it's so vivid that it must be.
Well, you're connecting more to your Arcturian self. So this is something that you need for your own. You're doing a healing at this time. So the dreams are just a release of old soul contracts, old blockages. So yeah, you become more spiritual in this life, basically more connected to the fourth dimension. So you're bringing a lighter vibration through. So you're releasing what you no longer need.
Very cool. I've also been reading a book, and I feel like I'm starting to connect with past lives. And I was wondering, like, is that important for me to understand at this point?
Well, yes, it's past lives, yes, and parallel Earth lifetimes. Just like lifetimes from anywhere, basically. Keep it open, but yes, it will help you heal, especially trauma of the past. So if there's anything that you want to explore, look in the history book. So it might not be on this version of Earth, but it's on another version of Earth. Because people feel like they're them in Jesus. A lot of them have been Jesus on other versions of Earth. They're just remembering it, just to give you an idea how that works.
Gotcha.
It's more prominent than people realize. So yeah, just explore. As we recommend it this time.
Cool.
Yes.
And then did you just have any other messages for me?
Just to keep exploring, that's all.
Cool.
That's all we see right now. Yes. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, next up we have Caroline or James. Sorry, James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
I was wondering if you could tell me more about my Archangel lifetime on Venus, or something I don't know, or do I have any angelic or demonic lovers in Venus right now?
Yes, you have Yes, you have fairy energies connected to Venus at this time. It's very connected to Agartha. So there are realms that go from Agartha into Venus. You can say Venusville, Venus realities, where everything's a lot bigger actually. Everything, and also you can change your side to your size, how tall you are, to the size that fits that Agartha on Venus. So as Archangel energy, yes, there's that you're a protector, but also we see you. This is going to come out of nowhere. See you on a lifetime on Venus as a businessman. I know it's like unlike anything they experience here, but I feel like it was on a galactic scale, meaning you're kind of connected to alien beings, doing business with aliens on Venus. I believe you also wore a tie, from what I can see. Very unlike who you are right now, that's for sure.
Was that kind of like Jeff Bezos?
Something like that, yes. But you're actually talking to alien beings, though, yes. I don't know if your deals are doing that well, but either way. Yes, another. Yes, go ahead.
Well, my second question is, does it help for me to draw, like physically draw, like sigils, or and is that why my like the lights in my room and computer are flickering lately?
Yeah. You have a different type of. You connect to like a 6th dimension energy. Plus, it goes to 6 gigahertz. It goes higher than that, but 600 gigahertz, I would say, of your energy field when you're connecting. So as you connect, yes, the energy shifts in where you are. There's a vortex in your home. I believe you already know that. So when you connect, you go deeper than you usually do. So it's almost if it's. I mean, I know you're living above water, but it feels like you're living underwater. Like you're in a lake. Because of the energy I'm receiving there. It's like no matter where you go, you're underwater somewhere.
I guess I was asking about before, is that why like cold air and water or weather?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and so this, for me, the drawing the sigil actually helps, or can I just visualize it?
Yes, it does. Yes. Mm-hmm. Do as you wish. Yeah. Do what you feel you need to do. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Business.
Okay, now it's time for Caroline.
Yes, hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Hello. I have met this girl online, and she's like a few days ago. And do you have any feeling of where this is going?
So it feels like a friendship now. It might turn into a relationship possibly, but it's best to get to know this person first. I think everybody knows that, but it feels like this person's only ready for a friendship at this time. So just go with that and then see where things go.
Yeah.
Until the both of you are comfortable. So it does look good. It can turn a relationship, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I have this feeling too. Well, you have to take a boat. I have to take a boat to get to her.
yes, very romantic, yes.
Didn't see that. I have a condition like lately I have like a hernia. It's like an inguinal hernia. Can it be healed with my? I have some help also, some doing my stuff.
Well, I see like energy. Well, I see energy crystals. Well, we'll see like a crystal that doesn't mean you have to go out and buy something, but I see like a crystal that's kind of tall, that's clear, like clear quartz. You can visualize. You don't have to have one, but it feels like a crystal. Like you can, put the energy in the crystal itself. It can be one that you already have, and just like go down your back with it, or where you have your hernia. Feels like your back needs it too. What we're saying, but where your hernia is.
It's in front.
And do it there, but it feels like your back would need it too. First thing you saw.
Yeah, but that the back stuff. It's like I don't. It's not. I have a lot of pains and stuff, but that I can heal. But this hernia I cannot.
Yes.
Yes,
it's gonna be something that's going to take some time to heal. Of course, I feel like there's a past life karma there that you're there to heal also. That you're working on at this time. Trust. There's a lot of trust energies there. You're wanting to trust again.
Yeah. It came to my attention. This like deep trust that it's something I could advance a little bit. Yeah. Can you do healing regarding this stuff?
We can send you healing. Yes. Oh, I feel like Yeshua's energy is the strongest though for what you need. That you can easily connect to.
Yeah. I should do this pretty soon. Whenever I won't say it. I'm going to keep it secret between me and him. I switch from ordinary food to green stuff like I know almost like 2 years. Do you have any suggestion? Should I focus on eating mostly like something that's specific that could help? Got some stuff that I'm missing, minerals or vitamins.
No, we feel like what you're doing is right. Your hernia, I don't believe it'll change your hernia energy too much for what we're seeing. We'll see possibly calcium.
Okay, so things with calcium.
Yes, look at calcium. See how you feel with that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yes.
Do you see anytime soon free energy devices coming on planet Earth?
Not anytime. Maybe 4 to 5 years, possibly.
Okay, but that's quite okay. I mean, it's soon. I think it's soon. 5 years is soon.
Yes, it's still as a possibility. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always happening, but not in large amounts. So. Yes.
Yeah. Any message?
No, that's all we have. Sorry.
I appreciate. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Don't forget to send me my energies.
Yes, of course. Blessings.
Thank you. Bless.
All right. Up next, we have Emily.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, doing well. Thank you.
So, I was wondering, I've been having more dreams with the president. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on that.
Well, yeah, it's protection. You're protecting him, also giving advice, but I feel like it's mostly protection at this time. As he's getting close to danger many times, so they're working with his guides to keep him on the right track, for what it seems. So,
okay.
He's giving you good energies, of course. I think that's another reason why life has not gone exactly as you wanted to, is because of, I know it's strange, but it has something to do with it.
Yeah, I feel like I've been really overtaxed this year. Not necessarily because I'm overworked, but even then, so I'm kind of like in a better position. But I think my energy is just like really messed up, and maybe I don't know. It's like depressed because of COVID and the job situation. That's kind of like hard to, you know, kind of be as much of a go-getter. So I just feel like, you know, that and my like energy's taxed. So it's kind of makes sense.
Well, we see that. Well, we see that. Yes, your life stopped, as you know.
Yes.
I believe it's part of the presidential situation that's going on right now. So once that's over, of course, you've heard this many times, but things just start coming more back into place.
Yeah, I think there is. I think like a lot of the stuff that I've been, well, I guess a lot of us been tracking for the last few years or so is coming to fruition. So at least there's that.
I feel like, yes, the last 6 months have been kind of like a frozen timeline almost.
Yes.
And
it would be nice to have like at least enjoyed it, knowing that it would have been like this long.
Yes.
So, is there like any messages from like any of my guides or my higher self, like maybe on connecting to them better?
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of it's hidden, of course, because of your direction. So, just connect the best you can, because you're having dreams of the president. Of course, there's not everything's going to be clear. So all we can say is do the best you can. Use cards. Use the tools that surround you. But and your intuition will after his election day, things are starting to open up for you. I believe.
I feel like it. I feel like it's been happening, so at least that's good. And I just want to sneak one quick one in. I've been interviewing with this company to do it's like cyber defense at like the old organization I used to work in. It seems promising. It's just a matter of another interview. I do have a learning curve, but I think if I'm given the opportunity, it could do well. I was just wondering what your input was about that.
Well, it seems like the same as all your other ones. So it's not, it doesn't always have the best results, as you can see. So just apply and see what happens. I believe, as you said before, your connection to the military is more likely to happen from what we see.
Right.
Than anything else.
Okay.
At least at this point, but keep on applying, though, of course.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your help. Blessings.
Okay, up next is my questions.
Yes.
I'm going to ask this on behalf of the. I see. Are they going to be declassing any more Google Earth anytime soon?
Okay. Well, say that again.
I'm sorry. Are they going to be declassifying any of the Google Earth anytime soon?
Oh, any of the Google? No.
No. Okay.
You're not there yet. No, they're you have to pry it out of their dead hands is what we see there.
Yeah.
You have like 10 years for that, or sooner maybe, or longer, probably sooner. They're holding on to that their lives. People have lost their lives because of that.
Oh damn! Wow.
Because it's spying on everybody.
All
Not
right.
exactly. It's not even illegal technically. So yes.
Right. My second question would be: is there something that's just at the moment?
Where there is Venus energies that you are receiving, a lot of your knowledge does come from Venus, at least a place to go for protection. You're also going into, yes, a robot reality. You come from a lot of that. I believe that's already been mentioned a great deal. I also see the energy of Cupid, you know, the being in your mythology. You're very connected to that. So, which also connects to hybridization that's going on in the world. So you're very part. So yes, you can say in the higher astral, you're there to get people together, and it comes in this reality.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of that going on with you. There's more to it than that, but that's the gist of it.
Thank you. Blessings. I believe that's it. Unless I'm missing anyone.
Yes. So yes. All right. Blessings to you all. Your connections.
Blessings.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Blessings.